Hello, everybody. Dave Robinson here, father Geologist Daniel Robinson. I just want to do a midday live for some of you who may be in the West Coast. Of course, 1 o'clock p.m., 12 o'clock p.m. 12:48 p.m. But thank you guys for showing in, showing up on this live in the midday. This, I didn't give any notice on it, but I just wanted to come and talk to you guys about a few things, and I wanted to let you know I'm still continuing my efforts to locate my son. It's been over 2 years that I have been searching for Daniel, and I just want to let you guys know my efforts and advocacy as well. But my efforts to find Daniel is not done. You guys, I'm still working in the background, getting these meetings with law enforcement. I've been saying it for a while. I'm just waiting on one of the sheriffs there, the new sheriff Skinner of Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, to answer back about this, answer back about this meeting, because I have one that's already scheduled or will be scheduled based on what Sheriff Skinner will be doing. You guys know the reason why I'm meeting with them is to, get the forensics done. That's the main purpose of me fighting with going with law enforcement about, because I need law enforcement in certain areas. You guys, we need law enforcement. They don't want to hold the power to prosecute and things like that. So bad enough that Daniel's things has been, the chain of custody has been damaged, but guys, but I've been doing the best I can. I started my own investigation. My investigation brought some of the answers that we're looking for as a family, and also those who are supporting, like the 11 additional miles of my son's vehicles after the airbag deployed, the 46 initial cycles after the airbag deployed, information on ways the vehicle was found in that ravine in the desert, that it was staged, a stage event. The damage didn't match terrain, for instance, and so it's a lot of things that had to be taken care of about just that specific point. Because if you think about it, guys, the last person that said he seen my son, he said he just simply waved off to him and got his vehicle and drove off, to never be seen again. And the vehicle showed up 30 days later, further in that desert. And so everything surrounding some of that area from that point that he met this one person, and also the point of when this vehicle was found, so out there 30 days later. So again, you guys, my efforts are still there. To fight for my son is not going to stop. However, at the same time, I come to almost like a dead stop, and that's why I'm saying, you guys, if you continue to support the mail-in protest that you guys see on pleasehelpfinddaniel.com, and also putting your voice to the petition, making these phone calls to Maricopa County and also the Buckeye Police Department, everything that you guys have been doing from day one, starting this grassroots movement. I need you guys to continue to do that, because as you can see what's happening, they're at a dead still. I'm not at a dead still. I'm still investigating, like I'm saying, the law enforcement at a dead still. They have leads. So when they come to the public and say, well, we don't have no more leads in this case, is a falsehood, you guys, and they know it. The leads in the case would be to find those leads, the information that we would get back from doing forensics on that vehicle, and as well as those clothing on the ground, like the airbags, et cetera, to get some of those answers. Also look into the details of what I found in Daniel's apartment, some evidence of someone looking for something, and evidence from the Tempe Police Department when I had them to go through Daniel's electronics, where they found someone was tampering with his computer after he went missing. So that suggests somebody was in his apartment to be able to do that. And I got the time frame of that person looking for something in Daniel's apartment had to be around the same time, so we can put those inferences together and come with some of those answers as well. So I'm just at a dead still with them, but I'm doing other things in the background to give me even more leverage to advocate for my son. That's my main priority. I'm a father, so that's what I have to do for my child. But also, to help other families out there. That's one thing. I guess I told you guys from this whole road. Sometimes God puts you in the right place at the right time. Out there searching for my son, but meeting a lot of people, and your eyes go open, man. Your eyes don't open until you realize that other people are going through the same thing you're going through. You'll realize some are going a lot worse. I've talked to families who loved ones been missing for over 20 years. I see y'all, Sharon. Thanks so much for being here. Missing for years, and but they talked about their loved one as if it happened yesterday. So it just told me, even after 20 years of a person being missing, that pain is still there. And people would need to understand, from a missing person family standpoint, it's an open wound in a sense, you guys, because it never ends in your mind, because you just don't know. A lot of times you can feel that maybe your person's not here anymore. Then other times you say, hey, I need to keep going because I got to find them, right? They're out there somewhere. So you kind of just go in that battle, back and forth, and that's what families have to deal with. So my job is, what I'm saying is, learning some of the things that I learned on my journey to look for my son is some of the ins and outs that I see in law enforcement, the way they approach cases, how they approach cases for different persons based on who they are sometimes, and other times they're just plain lazy. I hear cases, rather what race you are, have these terrible times with law enforcement. So I'm hearing all these cases, and a lot of times those things, it could be law enforcement actually really want to do the work. Some of them want to actually do the work, but they don't have the tools or don't know how to utilize the tools that's available. Here it is, 2024, and we're using on a fraction of the technologies that's out there to help us find our loved ones. It's unexcusable for us to have as many missing persons in this country as we do. So speaking of that, you guys, I want to say about missing in America. You guys, missing in America is one of the things that, going to the theme that what I'm trying to do. So I'll ask you guys, like, again, when you guys see the bio of this live, and also you guys seeing the GoFundMe, I'm pushing again, you guys. I know the GoFundMe have a certain goal. I'm just keeping it that way. But I'm pushing again, guys, because I'm really trying to do something that would not only help my son's case, but also help other families. So Missing America is one of those things that I'm going to talk about. You guys seen series on Dateline to you name it, where they say Missing in America, and they have their stories about it. According to National Data, Missing in, and excuse me, guys. According to the National Missing and Unidentified Persons (NamUs) database, which is funded by the U.S. Department of Justice, more than 600,000 people go missing annually. And I can tell you guys, from that, it moved up to between 600 and 750,000 people that go missing every year in this country. Approximately 4,400 unidentified bodies are recovered every year. And to this date, you guys, there are a lot of people out there that's sitting in some potter's grave or sitting in some evidence room or whatever place they store the people, have evidence there, with people unidentified. They don't know who the persons belong to, but yet we have all these people who are never found. Like I said, out of 600,000, 750,000, 400,000 people are found in one way out of deceased or returned back home. But then the rest is unidentified. It goes into that unidentified number. According to the Department of Justice National Missing and Unidentified Persons System, there are 22,740 missing people in the United States as of February 21st. That's of 2023, you guys. And that number it crawled. I tell you guys when I was just saying a while ago, this information I'm putting up here is a little outdated in small sense, because since then it has been growing and it's still continuing to grow. 2023, and those numbers are still climbing. Like I said, every case of the missing is an urgently important, and that's one of the goals that I'm really pushing for you guys, to make sure that we all on the same level of the playing field. We're all Americans. I was saying that today on the live I was doing, that we have the Republicans and the Democrats. I had went to a Democratic convention, and I was talking today. I did a little speak at the end, and what I was saying is, Democrats and Republicans, this problem is don't just affect one or the other. It affects all of us going through that. A lot of families, like I see, you seen a number. That number is staggering, you guys. You see the numbers there. All of us are going through that, and just not just, like I said, exclusive to one party. So of course, I'm going to go talk to everybody I can, no matter who you are, about this urgent problem that we have in this country. So it affects all of us. Not one case is more important than the other. However, there are alarming statistics that cannot be ignored. Statistics for the United States: nearly 40% of missing persons are people of color. Yet we make only 12% of the population, or 13% of the population. Black Americans make up 13% of the population, and let's say, guys, you put that math together, it's staggering. These people of color are people like my son Daniel Robinson. My son Daniel went missing on June the 23rd of 2021. He was 24 at the age. He's 27 now. You guys are missing out of, I say, Maricopa County, because that is the county that the son that he went missing in. That's out there in the Sonoran Desert. You guys who know the story, of course, they had Buckeye, Arizona Police Department handling my son's case. Of course, I'm making sure my son's case get pulled out that department. I want to make sure the Maricopa County handling that case. So that's another thing I'll be doing. But my son, is one of those statistics, one of those people that went missing now, just speaking about. Also, like Mr. Milton Harris went missing out of Baltimore, Maryland. You guys, and you guys have information about him, please share that story as well. He's been missing since August uh, October the 8th, October 7th, 2023, you guys. And it's terrible, man. Terrible to even see that it's been since that length of time, you guys, last year. He have not been found. Also, we have here Ms. Goodner, also missing out of Madison, Tennessee. And, been since this August the 6th, excuse me, guys. I couldn't really see that, but August the 6th, 2023. And, you guys, we need to go bring them home as well. Like I said, there's many others, guys, many poor people out there that is currently missing. And like I said, you guys, if you can share a story, please share a story. You'll be surprised. A story shared by many of you that listen to my voice, for instance, right now. It's a lot, because all it takes is your message on your page or wherever however you're doing it, to reach that one person, that one person that really would make a difference. Because all they need to do is get in the right hands. The one person that can give a lead to law enforcement, to that family, and find that missing loved one. By far, the most common reason for a person to go missing is kidnapping, particularly of children under the age of 6. According to the Child Find of America, up to 2,300 children are reported missing every day in this country, man. And we get losing a lot of children to that statistics, you guys. And we need to make sure we bring it home. They've got some children just like these here. Duke Flores, missing, you guys, missing since April the 18th of 2019. And, out of Alpha Valley, California. I have a number here, you guys. If you recognize his face or you see him somewhere, it could have been, it's been a while, so he could have looked a little different, and you recognize this child, you can call the number you see on the screen here, 1-800-843-5678. So you guys remember this face. But we need to bring our children home, and if share these stories again, guys. A lot of children out there. Danny Couch also missing on January 11th, 2023. That's in Odessa, Texas. You guys, if you see this baby, I'm sure when I put this up here, I think I remember his mother also was missing. The mother also is a young lady, and also still, in my opinion, a child that need to be found as well. Odessa, Texas, 1-800-843-5678. Okay, people, please help me share these stories, these missing loved ones. Also, help me keep awareness alive about these statistics. And also, again, you guys, I really need your support and helping me find my son. So if you have any information, you can get all the information on the screen here. If you have any information that will bring my son home, please call the Alarmist Tip line you see on the bottom of the screen, 844-602-0660. Saying if you don't want to talk to anybody, it's live operator. Take a call 24 hours, 7 days a week. They'll allow you to remain anonymous if you like. I would not know who you are. The law enforcement would not know who you are. You can leave that tip. Or if you don't want to talk about it, like I said, you can just text the word tip to that same phone number. You guys just text the word tip to that number. A form will come up, and you still remain anonymous if you like. You don't have to talk to anybody. So again, this is very, very important after 2 years for me and my family to get some justice in Daniel's case. We're still fighting, you guys. You guys want to talk to me direct and don't want to talk to anybody, you still can use the number that's on the bottom of the screen. You can email at me at the email address at the bottom of the screen. The email address is also there, guys. If you guys want to request flyers, I can send them out to you. But that is the contact information for those who want to be able to help and want to talk to me directly, or give me information directly. I really appreciate it. Either way you choose to do so. Again, thank you so much for that part of. Also, you guys, speaking of that flyer part, I just want to throw it out. I'm still pushing hard for the flyers to get out there. If you guys want flyers, you can request them. Just send me an email. Please help find Daniel at yahoo.com. Please help find Daniel at yahoo.com. And hey, look, get the flyers out. You're reaching the right person. It can help create leads and stuff like that. We just need that right person again to see these flyers. If Daniel is out there somewhere, people recognize faces off these cards and can say, hey, look, your dad looking for you, whatever the case may be. So the thing is, guys, those flyers are very important in many ways. It also help with resources. So if you guys could help me out by requesting these flyers, please help find Daniel at yahoo.com. But I'm going to show you another way you can do it to help me out as well, resources wise, because it's very expensive to print out flyers, a lot that I have to do. to get them out. But you guys want to help. I want to definitely want to give you the opportunity where those who say, hey, you know what, it's different forms you can donate, and this is one, and that's to go to pleasehelpfinddaniel.com. This is the website, you guys. Excuse my voice. Website, pleasehelpfinddaniel.com. You see on the front page, you have the signed petition. A couple things I want to tell you about that. Sign the petition. That's very important for me because, like I said, I'm going to do some stuff. That's why I'm asking you guys for help. You guys could please donate. I don't care how much it is. It would go towards me doing the things I'm trying to go forward with when it comes to missing person cases in general, and also my son to help me in my journey back in Arizona to do some things as well. So I need your help, you guys. I need this grassroots movement that I started a long time ago in 2021, and you guys have been helping me. You guys have been champion to keep me in Arizona, and in that fight, and being able to get the information that we do have so far in Daniel's case. Like I say again, you guys, the information didn't come from law enforcement. It came from my efforts to find Daniel, and it took a lot, you guys. But still pushing that to this day. I'm not giving up on my son, and I know you guys are not giving up on helping as well. So I really appreciate that. Again, put your voice to that petition there. Also, this volunteer search tab is pretty much in that because I don't have any searches planned for right now. I was thinking about the hopefully the spring again. Every time it get a little warmer. To get to some little small pockets of areas that I couldn't get before, but that's all does is up in the air until I get to Arizona to actually see what's going on, get my boots back on the ground and see what's really happening with all this whole development. They got development coming out there, guys. I mean, a big one. And from what I understand, they're pushing this development forward. And we already know, even according to my son, would have found, and I'm sure he did, that there was enough groundwater out there to even push this development. But they just bit money into it, so they're gonna make sure that happen. But again, you guys, front page here, the donation button, you guys. If you guys want to donate, it'll take you to donation, and you can help out in that way. Also, another form of donation, you guys, is to print out these flyers. Like I said, you guys, the PDF will come up and you print these flyers out. You guys, you get the PDF and you can download. I know how much it costs. And like I told you guys before, especially the way I do it, you guys, the flyers is not laid out. This is the template for you guys to print them out. But you can print them out any way that you can. But the way I do it is very costly, and I know it's costly for you guys, even in your home computers, printers, and printing them out with your paper and your ink. That's the reason why I say, you guys, is different ways you can donate and help, and that's one form you guys could do that. That helped me tremendously too. So in my efforts to locate my son and get those flyers out there. Again, if you can't do that, you guys don't forget you still can email me. Please help find Daniel at yahoo.com and request these flyers, and I will get them sent out to you. But that's one way guys can do that. Also, you guys, the other part that's very important to my efforts right now is this right here. I push it really hard, and it's a weekly thing. It's been going on for almost a year. Probably been about a year now. Yes, spread over a whole full year of getting these picket signs out to these departments. People say, Miss Robinson, I'm living Georgia, or I live in some other state, and they say, hey, I wish I was there in Arizona to help and get these flyers out or help some form. The flyer, I can just show you guys, or requesting those flyers or print them. Those one way you can do it to help out far from far. The other thing is, guys, this is very important to keep my son case from off that cold case status. Like I was saying, I'm hearing law enforcement slow way down when it comes to Daniel Robinson case, and they, but not so tremendously slowed down till they stop because of this right here, you guys. Because you guys have been sending them in. And I really appreciate you guys, because without that, I mean, literally, it works. Because without that, I wouldn't be able to have these meetings. They came to me, you guys. Buckeye Police Department came to me requesting a meeting when I was out there trying to get this meeting together with them. But they called me and trying to request this meeting. They also requesting some other officials that I work with. I'm not going to name, but to all surrounding part of it, a little small part of it is to get just have not indirect. That's some kind of indirect conversation about Daniel, but that's not going to happen, you guys. That thing is definitely, like I said, been put together the right way. Is to make sure that I'm there in Arizona and have these meetings with this law enforcement and to move forward with getting this forensics done. That's my main priority. I don't know what their priorities are, but that's my main priority as a father, as a man that's investigating my son's case, to make sure I'm getting these things done. But this is the picket signs, guys. Put these picket signs this is the way they look. And they, you print them again. That's another form of donation, you guys, because it costs money on your ink and papers. I get that, and I really appreciate the stamps and the envelopes and stuff. And I say, you guys, so I don't take anything for granted. So I really say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. But these are the 5 PDFs that you will push these right here, and definitely get those links there for the PDFs to print out. You stuff them in the mail. I'm trying to get 1,000 out a day. I mean, 1,000 out into that department every day. But mail them to the PDFs to these locations here. You got the Buckeye Police Department. You got Chief Robert Sanders. Then you got the Maricopa County Sheriff. You got Sheriff Russ Skinner. Skinner, Sheriff Skinner is going up for real. They're going up for election. Election coming up. You guys remember Sheriff Penzone retired or dropped out or whatever, how you want to say it, from his position. And elections not until November, and these guys are scrambling who's going to be the next sheriff. But he's the interim sheriff right now, Sheriff Skinner, there until election time. It's election season, you guys. This is the right season for me to go to Arizona. That's why I'm pushing a lot of this. You guys go back to Arizona to have that sit-in that's associated with this mail-in protest. I've been telling you guys that since last year. If I can't get a certain movement over a certain period of time, which I gave them a lot. I gave law enforcement a lot. We have to have a sit-in into the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. And we have to have a protest at the Buckeye Police Department. Those are 2 things that are still on my book. There are 2 things that are still out there as my options. And I've been talking about it this time, the same time last year about that when I was talking to you guys, and I still haven't gotten law enforcement to do some of the right things when it comes to that. The part I've been pushing for, they can do it easily. We have taxpayers' money, and I could say that being that I was in Arizona using taxpayers, paying my taxes and whatever you want to say, out there spending money, and that going to and my son, the taxpayer, going into their departments, you guys, where Sheriff Zone at the time received a facility, high tech facility for forensics testing and things like that. It's called a rapid test system thing they have there, and he's not even utilizing it at the time. Wasn't utilizing it for my son's case. Like I said, you guys, we got to get those airbag tested. We got to get those clothes tested. We have to get the red transfer paint tested. All the airbags in that vehicle was deployed, so we got to find out who else was in that vehicle. All that stuff need to be taken care of. I'm not going to allow law enforcement to do sloppy work in my son's case. If that was a law enforcement vehicle, you guys know, land on the ground, that vehicle would have been forensically done from bolt to whatever. Everything would have been tested and checked to see what happened to this police officer. I want the same treatment in my son's case, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm not selling for anything less. So the thing is, you guys, I need your help to be able to do that. So please, if you can, form a donation is to send out these picket signs into those departments. So again, thank you guys for listening to me. Thank you guys for joining in on this live. I really, truly appreciate each and every last one of you from the bottom of my heart. Again, you guys have some those good things coming that I want to release to the public. And the form I want to do certain things, I want to do it the way I started here when it comes to searching for my son. Periodically, I have done, twice I have done a family press conference, and I'm planning to do a family press conference. And with this family press conference, I want to do some other things that will launch what I plan to do for not just my son, but for other families out there who have missing loved ones. And, I feel like sometimes God puts you in the right place at the right time. Like I said today, again, he prepare you for certain things to do, and, you have to do it. Well, I'm gonna see if I can find this real quick, since I said that. I said this before, you guys, and hopefully I can pull this back up. But yes, I think I can pull this back up. If sometimes some things, like I said, puts you into another place. You wasn't prepared in your mind. You didn't know things was going to happen a certain way, but it does. But the Honorable John Lewis had this one thing he said, one quote he said, and that always rings in my head. But he says, when you see something that is not right, not fair, not just, you have to speak up. You have to say something. You have to do something. And I think all of us have a charge in our life where we have to stand up and do something. We can see things, we get sick and tired. We talk about it all the time. And, it rings in your head so much, and you get frustrated, and you looking at other people to do the right thing and they don't. And even how it was in Daniel's case as well, law enforcement, and you have to do something. You have to be that change. You have to be something. You have to do something. At least try, right? And so the thing is, that's what we're going into some avenues of things I want to do. And you guys, I need your support. You guys, like I said, this grassroots movement that God blessed us with, and I know you guys are supporting and helping in my son's case, but I want to be able to help in other families too. So thank you guys again. I hope I can do another live pretty soon. I'll be doing some little small lives on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. I'm tired for the day, so I'm trying to sit back and try to relax and spend time with my young daughter. And but thank you guys so much, and I want you guys to have a wonderful weekend. Definitely have a good weekend and with your families if you can, your friends. Again, I sound like a broken record. I always tell your loved ones that you love them as much as you can. Every opportunity that you can, because hey, and look at what happened in our family's case. Daniel's mother, his siblings, I know for a fact they would love to look at Daniel in his eye and tell him that they love him, because that's what I do. I miss doing that. Even it was from afar. Daniel is in Arizona at the time. Last time I spoke with him, I'm here in South Carolina, and last time I spoke to him 2 days before he went missing, told him that I love him, and our conversation like we always do at the end. And that's the last time I was able to actually say it to him. And then from there, we don't know what happened. We don't know if he's here anymore with us or not. So that's, again, you guys, we got to think about those missing loved ones and those missing families, family of the missing who have to go through the same thing. I like to call Daniel America's son, because what happened in this case happens to many, many others. So again, you guys, thank you so much. God bless you. I always have you guys in my heart and my mind too. I love each and every last one. I don't know who you are, but I know you're there. I can feel your love, and I love you back. For people who just love a stranger, you guys entrusted me to, with your money. You entrusted me to, while I was fighting for my son. But again, like I said, grassroots family. I like to call you my extended family. People know when they was out in the desert, this is what I say. My extended family. You guys show so much love to Daniel, a stranger. You show so much love to me, keeping me going. Like I said, you guys, if it wasn't for some of those comments I've been reading, it's a morale thing. You guys, just like I was in the military, was out there in Afghanistan. We had to keep our morale up. We had to lost some soldiers at the time, and the morale can get low. And then we get some things that we boost each other up. You have to get some things that boost you up and keep you going and keep you in the fight. And that's what you guys have been doing for me, keeping me in the fight. I love my son. I'm going to fight. I love my children. I'm going to fight. That is what's going to happen. That's what fathers do. At the same time, we do need a boost a lot of times. So you guys have been doing that. So thanks so much, guys. I'll talk to you later. I hope I can do another live pretty soon, like I said. And until then, just like I said, I'll talk to you guys later. Be blessed.